Well, hello there, fabulous people. Welcome back. Today, I'm going to be showing you how I make these absolutely delicious English scones using 5 simple ingredients. Remember to click the like button, share this video, and also subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for that. So, if you're ready, get your aprons on and let's get started. To begin, I'm using 3 cups of self-raising flour. I'm also adding 3 tablespoons of caster sugar. To this, I'm also adding a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and then I'm adding 100 grams of unsalted butter. Remember that if you're using salted butter, you have to reduce the amount of salt you added to the flour at the beginning. So I'm going to simply use the tips of my finger to mash this up and bring it all together until it starts to look like breadcrumbs. As you can see, I've been pinching this all together with the tips of my finger, and it now looks very crumbly, just like breadcrumbs. That's exactly what you need it to look like. Once this is ready, I'm going to simply set this aside for now. Now I'm using buttermilk. I've just made this buttermilk in the previous video. If you haven't seen it yet, I'll leave the link in my description box below. So I've measured out 200 mils of buttermilk, and I'm going to just throw this straight into the center of the dry ingredients. Using a spatula, I'm going to begin to very gently fold in the dry and wet ingredients to come together. It's going to look very dry at first. Don't worry, just very gently continue to fold it together. You want to really try your best to avoid overmixing it. You do not want to overmix this at all. So it's going to look slightly dry. That's exactly what you need it to look like. Now I'm going to simply flour my work surface, and I'm going to throw this right onto my work surface and then gently begin to fold and push it down just to bring them together. Remember not to overwork this at all. You want to very gently fold it so that it's very nicely layered. Also keep in mind that your scones should have a certain amount of height and thickness to it. And that means when pushing it down, do not flatten it out so thin. Make sure your dough is at least 2.5 centimeters thick. That would be just perfect. Now I'm going to simply line my baking tray and get it ready. Once that's ready, I'm just making sure that my dough is nicely aligned and at least 2.5 centimeters thick. I'm going to be using this cutter to portion my scones, and I'm going to simply dip it in flour each time I'm about to cut. That simply helps the dough to not stick to the cutter. So dip, push down, lift. It should come out very easily and effortlessly. That's perfect. That's one down, more to go. This recipe should be able to produce between 12 to 14 scones. So if you're following my recipe, you should be able to have at least 12 to 14 scones from this recipe. Just continue to dip, cut, until you've finished every single bit of it. Nothing goes to waste at all. Now once you get to the end of this, simply bring the dough together again and continue just like you did in the beginning, push it down very gently to about 2.5 centimeters thick, and we're ready to cut the remaining dough. Once that's all done, I'm going to simply brush the top with some fresh milk. This will give the scones a slightly golden top finish at the end, and it would look just perfectly beautiful. I've already preheated my oven to 200 degrees Celsius, and I'm going to simply place this in my oven and allow it to bake for 13 minutes exactly. So 13 minutes later, I wish you can smell the aroma from the screen. The scones are perfectly baked and it looks lovely golden on the top and absolutely beautiful. Just take a look at these beautiful fresh scones made with 5 simple ingredients that's probably already laying around in your kitchen. So it's super easy to make. Now when it comes to scones, I love to eat it whilst it's still piping hot. It's a perfect tea time treat. My children are already waiting in line, asking me to quickly turn off the camera just so they can enjoy this special tea time treat. I really do hope you can try out this recipe. I'm going to try to leave every single ingredient in my description box below. So, traditionally, English scones are usually enjoyed with clotted cream and jam. Unfortunately, today I did not have any clotted cream at home, so I'm only using some raspberry jam with this today. So feel free to use some clotted cream if you've got some available. Thank you all so much for taking the time to bake along with me today. Feel free to ask any question in the comment section below, and I'll do my best to answer you as soon as I can. Remember to click the like button, share this video with your friends and family, spread the word, and also subscribe to my channel. Thank you, and I'll see you again next time. Goodbye.